Remember the way it was back in the 1980s, baby, when we went shark. None other than swimming with the sharks. And right there you have a baby shark. So let's get on with this. This is the Bahamas. No, this is from 2001. My mistake. This is the Caribbean. I did shark diving in the Florida Keys years before that. I had these two videos mixed up. This is the one we're going to watch. This video is shark diving. We're going to feed a couple of hundred sharks. It's by a professional school that brings you out and feeds 200 sharks out of a box of fish. And you pay, I think it was $50 back in 2001 for the one dive and $75 for two dives. So let's get on with the show, baby. Let's see how many of you get up off the couch and boogie. Let's get up off the couch and boogie.
Experienced before. We're located at the magnificent South Ocean Golf and Beach Resort on one of the most beautiful and unspoiled beaches in Nassau. Stuart Cove combines the ultimate in comfort and luxury with one of the finest dive operations in the world. Discover diving adventure with style. Call Stuart Cove at 1-800-879-9832.
Okay, so now they have the introduction. Jaws! Get up off the couch and boogie. Get up off the couch and boogie woogie to the shark diving event of 2023. Now, would I still do this? Yes, I would. Is it dangerous? Yes, it is. Is it exhilarating? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is Nassau, Bahamas. It's actually the island that Hotel Atlantis is on. Stuart Cove. Stuart Cove is where they made the movie, the James Bond movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but I'm pretty sure it was Thunderball. That's where they come out of the grotto. Sean Connery comes out of the grotto. I've been to that location, but this is a little bit up the creek a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to skip ahead occasionally to the good parts. How many of you would do this? You say, there's only one shark, but you'd be wrong. If you said there was only 100 sharks, you would be wrong. That's a big black grouper. And here we go. Now let's add a couple of zeros to that one shark, and then you're going to see 200 sharks in a feeding frenzy with about 15 divers curled up into a ball on the bottom of the ocean bed. That would be me with the pink snorkel and the pink armband from the Hotel Atlantis. That was the dive master. That's a moray eel, a baby moray eel, but it's just a small one, maybe a foot long. Hello, SD Travels. This is a video made in 2001, September or October of 2001. It's in the what's called Bahamas in the Caribbean. It's where they made the James Bond movie Thunderball. And we're only about a mile from there in a place where they feed sharks chopped up bait. We're going to get to that part in a moment. And that would be me taking the mask off. We are overweighted. That's why we can kneel on the bottom. And we are overweighted because there's going to be so many sharks there in a moment. The water, the volume of water that the sharks churn up will be actually blowing us over like a high wind. That lady found the shark tooth. Another shark tooth. Hey, Allo. I'm going to post this video. I'm going to post the video in about an hour, but I'm actually just reviewing the video because nobody really knows what's going on. There's no words in the video. But this is actual 2001 actual shark feeding in the Bahamas at right where they filmed the movie Thunderball. And there's going to be about 200 sharks in about a minute. There they go. The sharks have not yet arrived, but they're on their way. In that box is about a couple of hundred chunks of shark food. And they are about to get fed, and we are about to get inundated with sharks. About 200 to 250 sharks in a feeding frenzy on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
Take to the street.
Yeah, baby. Get up off the couch and boogie.
Take the beat to the street. Take the beat.
There he is, the FAZ. Ding, 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 ding. No mask, no snorkel. Looking to punch a shark in the nose, because you're allowed to punch them in the nose if they come too close. The FAZ is in the house. Get up off the couch and boogie, baby.
Take the beat to the street.
Hello? Hello? Flying circus. And the motto is, you've seen one shark, you've seen them all. Get off the couch and boogie, baby. FAZIO. Michael Thomas FAZIO. Get up off the couch and boogie, baby. In a minute, I'm going to shut this off. If you have any comments, I'll review them. It's actually quite exhilarating to do that. And I really mean, you are adrenaline peaked out when you're doing this, because they come at you. You've heard stories about sharks. They could bite your hand. They don't normally, but it does happen. They go underneath between your legs. If your legs are even open just a few inches, go through your legs and they'll knock you over. It's quite exhilarating. And the wind or the ocean current from the sharks are so strong that you cannot stay in one place. It will push you across the bottom of the sands. Okay, it's pretty much over, except for the names. Michael Thomas FAZIO. With black hair. Survivors and bubble watches. Michael FAZIO. They spelled the name wrong. Michael FAZIO. Get up off the couch and boogie, baby. Okay, so that is just one of the many, many adventures that I've done scuba diving. In that water, there was we did another dive in the afternoon, but not a shark dive. Well, there were sharks, but not a lot. It was kind of like they said it was an old Spanish galleon. I don't know what it was. It was a bunch of wood, rotten wood. But But in the Caribbean, I did quite a few dives, as deep as 135 feet. In the British Dutch West Indies, at the Divvy Divvy Dive Resort, I did, well, all of the volcanoes in Curacao, Bonaire, and Aruba. They're like old volcanoes. So anywhere you go on the island is a wall dive, or a 45-degree wall dive. But I also did, they have these mushrooms. I don't know how far it is away from the Divvy Divvy Hotel, but the mushrooms grow to about 12 or 13, 14 feet high up and about 9 or 10 feet wide. And inside the mushroom, it's mushroom coral. Literally, this is true. It's mushroom coral. And inside the coral, you let the air go, and everybody goes up. You're like in a dome of oxygen, and you could breathe in there. And people just keep releasing air, so we have fresh air. But the mushroom, it's a mushroom forest. There's a lot of them. It's not just one. There's hundreds of them. And they're 10, 12 feet tall and 9, 10, 11 feet wide. And then at that place, they have manta rays that are 18 feet across, 20 feet across. The biggest manta rays in the Atlantic Ocean, or in the British Dutch West Indies. And from that day, I think, or that week at the Divvy Divvy, I grabbed onto a manta ray, the back edge of a manta ray, and it took us down. It took us down, the dive master and myself, and we were not paying attention. And it took us down, and it was just floating its wings very slightly like that. Well, the dive master looked down like this and grabbed my arm. Let's go up now, like immediately. This means up. This means up now. This means up immediately. So we started our descent. And then we hung at about 20 feet, and then we hung at 10 feet. We were 500, 600 feet from the dive boat buoy against the current. So when they were looking for us downwind of the current. They were just looking. They weren't, the boat wasn't moving. The boat's not going to move till everybody is back on board. So the dive master said, look, and we were down 185 feet. The manta ray took us down from about 45 or 50 feet to 185 feet, and it seemed like just 1 or 2 minutes, but took us 500 feet against the current. And then we had to swim back to the boat. Now, we didn't swim with I took my gear off and hung it from my feet and backstroke back to the boat. Then eventually they saw us and brought the boat over to us. But we were 500 feet is a big distance to swim in a rough sea. It wasn't that rough. Like, they could not see us where they were. We could see the boat, but they couldn't see us in the ocean. Well, I got my Ed and Jean were the dive masters from the dive shop in Long Island. Boy, did I get chewed out for that one. I definitely got chewed out for that one. They didn't know where we were, and we interrupted the whole thing, the whole schedule. Then that night there, you could dive at the Divvy Divvy. You could dive. There were just tanks on the beach, just tanks. You just wanted to go diving. You just grabbed the tank. with a buddy, and you just went diving. There was no sign in, sign out. There was a book you signed in, but there was no dive master in charge of anything, as long as you had lights. So you could go diving at night. Most of us dove the pier off the Divvy Divvy Hotel. There was a wooden pier, and on the pier there would be several small octopus. But diving at night, I gotta tell you, but that's something else altogether. That's just not normal, that kind of stuff. You can't see anything. You could see what the light is shining on 10 feet away, and that's it. You can't see behind you. You can't see over you. You can't see under you. You have no idea what's going on at night. But it's a lot of fun. It's for the brave of heart. It's not for weak-minded people, weak people. It's not even for the average diver. Diving at night, I know people that have been diving their whole life and wouldn't do a night dive because you can't see there's nothing, anything. Sharks feed at night. They're nocturnal creatures. There's no way to know that there's no shark coming at you when you're underwater at night in the dark. There's no way of knowing that. And that's why people don't dive at night. But we went night diving just about every night with the contingent from the, it was the delegate for the Panama Canal. Rick was the guy who I dove with mostly, and his wife. And it was the delegation, American consulate delegation to the Panama Canal. They dove every year from, it was October 7th to the 17th. I went 2 years running with them. And the same people dive the same weeks. My dive center scheduled the same time slot. You could go in October, or you could go in December, or you could go after the first of the year. I only went in October. But that's a trip, diving at night. It's not for the weak-minded. It's not for weak people at all. You just can't see anything. But you see a lot of sea life that you don't see during the day. All kinds of stuff comes out at night. The baby octopus on the pier, but real size octopus would come out at night. You'd see a 2 or 3 foot octopi skimmering across the bottom with your flashlight. It's pretty trippy. All right, that's it. The shark diving video, I'm gonna release that as soon as I tag it. I'm gonna release it. I'll probably release it tomorrow morning. And then I won't talk about it anymore, though. Michael Thomas Fazio, get up off the couch and boogie, Fazio. So, and we did that, and that was a great dive, the shark dive, and it was, if I remember, I think it was $50 for the first dive, $25 for the second galleon dive, and then I think that tape, the videotape that you see, is going to be much clearer when I post the video. I was taking a picture of the screen. I think the tape was only $50 for that 35-minute tape. The best money I ever spent. And that was that was a lot of fun. And then not far from there was where they filmed the James Bond. On that island, I'm pretty sure that was the place. I visited several islands, but I'm pretty sure that island where we were was where that grotto was. So thanks for watching. Anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay. I'm Pink Permy, which of course means take care always. From the Philippines, baby. That's right. Oy vey. Oh, yeah. One more thing. What you got to remember is when you're watching this video, let me show it to you again. See this? See this part of the video? Where was I? Here we are, right here. No, that's not it. Oh, man. I gotta find it, because this is the part that I really want you to see. Where are we? We're looking. We're close. We're very close. Is this it? No, it's not it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll find it. I'm gonna find it. It's here, I saw it. That's it. That's part of it. No, that's not it. I think it was before that. Let's go past it, take a look. Ah, here it is, right here. It was too early. See this part right here? Right here. See that part right there? Right there. That's CGI. That's really not me. That's CGI. FAZIO doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't do anything. That's CGI. Just remember, I filled all of that in with CGI. 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 Have a nice day, everybody. I'm Ping Permy from the Philippines, baby.